All right, y'all, welcome to the show. I got a great one for you today. So, look, polling-wise, it just keeps getting worse for Trump. So we'll dive into that. We got some new numbers. J.D. Vance goes on Fox News and stuns the host with some of his comments. We'll get into that. You have a different Fox host, Brit Hume, gives Trump a brutal dose of reality about his likelihood of winning at this point. Later on, we'll do a little bit of a deeper dive into the Washington Post smearing Kamala and defending price gouging. Tim Walz puts on a masterclass at campaigning. I can't wait to show you guys those videos. And then also, little science story here for you. It appears like scientists have really had a breakthrough in creating what they call age reversal pills. What? Now, right now, it's only in animals. And I wouldn't go as far as say it really is age reversal, but maybe like freezing age, kind of slowing down the progression. So we'll get into all that and more. Everybody do me a big favor. Please subscribe to the channel. That helps out big time. We're trying to get to 10 million subsies, and we got a long way to go. So hook a brother up, build it one at a time. All right, let's get it, y'all. So let's start with this one. By the way, everybody should follow this account at Taniel, Taniel. He is like the election expert, and he will give you, I mean, if there's a one election happening in like Tuscaloosa, he will give you the full breakdown of all the numbers and the candidates and what's going to happen and what are the trends, etc. So definitely follow him. He's a great follow. But so he says this: a midnight national poll by Washington Post and ABC. Kamala leads Trump 51-45 among likely voters. In a full field test, she leads 49-45 among likely voters. So pretty big lead for Kamala. But look at this, man. Look at the favorability. Harris, 45% likes, 44% dislikes, or favorable, unfavorable. So she's +1. Trump, favorable is only 35. Unfavorable is 57. 22 points underwater. 22 points underwater to +1. Oh, this is getting brutal. Other information from the poll. 60% of Democrats say they're satisfied with their choices, up from 20% in early July. When it was just Biden, only 20% of Democrats said they were satisfied. Now it's 60%. More respondents say Harris has mental sharpness than Trump. Walz is quite a bit more popular at the moment than Vance. Walz is +9. J.D. Vance is -10 in favorability. I got another one coming in a little bit on Walz versus Vance, and you're going to love it. Okay. Let's give you some more. This is interesting because this was such a cornerstone of the race back when Biden was in it. Is the candidate in good enough physical health to serve effectively as president? Kamala Harris, 56% say she's in good enough physical health, which, by the way, that's kind of crazy. That means like a large number of Republicans are just being like, no, she's not in good physical health. Okay. For Trump, only 26% say he's in good enough physical health to serve as president. 26%. So now, in other words, the whole dynamic of the race, that Biden's old, now he's out of the picture. Now, honestly, the narrative has flipped to, man, this Trump guy's too old, bro. He's too old. I don't think he can handle the stresses of being president. Physically, mentally, 26% say he has the physical health to serve as president. Wow. What a reversal. Holy cow. All right. Now let's look at this. So in the Sun Belt, massive swings towards Harris. So Kamala up 47-43 in Arizona. In May, Trump led Biden by 9 points. Now again, Kamala's up 4. Wait, is that 4? Yes, 4. So Kamala's up 4. Trump was up on Biden 9 in May. Okay. North Carolina, Harris up 46-44. So she's up 2 points. Nevada, they have Trump up in this one, 46-44. But remember, in May, Trump was up 14 points on Biden in Nevada. 14. Now Kamala's only down 2 in Nevada. And by the way, Nevada is having a direct vote on reproductive rights, on abortion rights. And in those instances, that's going to get a whole bunch more Democratic voters to the polls, which likely flips it for Kamala. Oh, this is horrible news for Trump. This is horrible news for Trump. Georgia, Trump is up 47-44. In May, Trump was up 8 points on Biden. Now, Kamala's down 3 in this poll. Okay. Either way, huge flips. Everything's moving in the direction of the Democrats. All right, more. Democrats have big leads in down ballot races. In North Carolina, this guy, Josh Stein, the Democrat, is up 10 points on Mark Robinson, who's the Republican. 10 points. Nevada Senate, the Senator Rosen is up 49-40. So up 9 points on her Republican opponent for the Nevada Senate race. That's the other thing is, if a Democrat wins their Senate race in Nevada by 10 points, it's likely Kamala's going to pull out that W. It's hard to imagine the Democrat wins the Senate race by 10 points, but Kamala doesn't end up winning by at least like 3 points, right? All right, more. Arizona Senate. Gallego is up 51-42. And by the way, he's basically taking Kyrsten Sinema's seat. Kyrsten Sinema retiring. She was a Democrat. She became an independent. Very, very right-wing Democrat, now an independent. Gallego is way, way, way better than Kyrsten Sinema, so that would be phenomenal. Up 9 points. Here we go. I love this one. Ready? Favorability face-off between the VP candidates. Vance is 8 points underwater in Arizona, 3 points underwater in Georgia, 8 points underwater in North Carolina, 8 points underwater in Nevada. The most disliked VP pick in modern American history, and it's not even close. Even Palin was liked more. Okay, more. Tim Walz, up 4 in Arizona, down 4 in Georgia, up 10 in North Carolina, and up 4 in Nevada. Damn, bro. I should also point out, in the 538 model, now Kamala's up about 3 points on average in the 538 model. Look, in my opinion, or I'm sorry, not 538, Nate Silver model. I get them confused. It used to be Nate Silver was with 538. Now Nate Silver is not with 538. They're different. So Nate Silver's model has Kamala up 3 points on average in the national polls, okay? I think his model, Nate Silver's models to this point, have been the most accurate, in my opinion, for this election cycle. But we even now have, get this, in the Real Clear Politics average of polling. And they're sort of looked down upon a little more because they include a whole bunch of junk polls too that do not have a record of reliability and don't do the polls properly. But even in the Real Clear Politics average, which skews way more conservative, Kamala is now up in the average of polls nationally. All right, I got more for you. This is the polling averages. Kamala Harris now takes a narrow lead in Arizona. North Carolina is tied. So in Florida, Kamala's only down 5. In Florida. Guys, that's a big deal. Florida is supposed to be, Trump plus 10 or whatever. That's what it should be. But now you got Rick Scott running for re-election, the senator, and Rick Scott won his race previously by 1 point one time, and then by 0.1 or 0.01 points one time. So he almost lost. He's the gremlin man. He looks like a gremlin, deeply, deeply dislikable. It should be the case that in Florida, Trump's up like 10. Florida should be no hope at all for the Democrats. Honestly, it's looking now like it's a long shot, but it's a little bit in play, bro. The other thing is, in Florida, too, they have a couple of direct ballot initiatives where the left-wing position is winning by a lot, right? One of them is on abortion. It's winning by a lot. And that'll get the Democrats in Florida out to the polls for sure, and that could help the Democrats. So these abortion direct votes are very, very crucial for Democrats. Like, it is going to help Democrats massively. So Florida up down 5, which is still better than what anybody would have expected. Nevada down 2 on average. Georgia, Kamala's down 1.6 on average. Okay. Then we get North Carolina tied. Arizona, Kamala up. Biden was getting blown out in that state. Michigan, Kamala up 1. Pennsylvania, Kamala up 1.6. Wisconsin, Kamala up 1.6. Minnesota, Kamala up 8. That was in play for Trump before. There were some polls where Trump up in Minnesota. And the other thing I should point out is a lot of these averages include a lot of polls that were back before the dynamic shifted and before Kamala really became the one, right? And so, if anything, they're skewed a little bit too much conservative at this moment. If you cut it off at a more reasonable time and do the averages, let's say within the past 3 weeks, right? Then this looks even more pro-democratic. All the trends are crystal clear. And then here's my favorite. Ready? Here's my favorite. VP favorability among independents. This is awesome. This is from the New York Times Siena poll, the latest poll. J.D. Vance in Arizona, -22. In North Carolina, -19. In Georgia, -11. In Nevada, -9. Tim Walz in Arizona, +25. North Carolina, +14. Georgia, +1. Nevada, +8. So as this person points out here, Walz is 47 points more net favorably viewed than Vance in Arizona. Oh my God. I don't know if you guys remember this, but it wasn't that long ago on Twitter when Republicans were pretending like they had owned Tim Walz so hard that he was going to drop out within the next couple days. They really thought their bullshit stolen valor nonsense was landing, and they were like, that's it. This guy's done. He's going to be out of the race any minute now. We know. It's over. This is horrible for them. This is terrible for Democrats. 47 points more favorably viewed in Arizona than J.D. Vance, and in every state has a lead in favorability over J.D. Vance. Bro, I'm telling you, the polls are getting worse for Trump, and every day he keeps shoving his foot in his mouth and saying things like, you know what they want to do? They want to do communism. They want everybody to have health care. It's terrible. Good luck making a comeback when those are the arguments you make. Hey, y'all, do me a favor and like and subscribe. It helps out big time in the algorithm. Click the bell as well for notifications when videos drop, and watch that video on screen right now. You know you want to.